Hello, wanderers of the internet, and welcome to the big one. Yes, of all the videos that I have prepared together, this one it's like my baby. This one is my project. This is obvious for obvious reasons. If you've seen the first one, that was very small. This is very big. And not just that, but I just had a whole lot of fun making it. Other than the part of where I actually had to make it. But designing it, that was a lot of fun. So I mean, might as well get into this. Don't want to ruin my retention on this video that is hopefully gonna do really well. Make sure to like and subscribe. You know, things that I meant to say when the video is gonna reach a new audience, hopefully, or not. You know, it's all a gamble on YouTube. Um, so as I was kind of just showing off there, this is the T-Rex Kingdom from Jurassic World, built in this game. Yes, it is very possible, using the current things in the game, mods, and elbow grease. Mostly elbow grease. So if you were to walk down that path with little nice palm trees going down it, you could enter this little guest area here with a decorative Jurassic World sign and some fountains, and as well as some seating, and then you'd enter through here, be queued up. This is like a little stand where they give you your tickets and give you wristbands so you could get into the show that you paid for or whatever. And I kind of like the look of the tents with the little concrete wall. I think I might work on an even better design for a similar thing, because I like that idea a lot of the time is a stand where you can sell stuff or stuff like that, but it doesn't really turn out very well. Over here we have the Spinosaurus skeleton that the T-Rex breaks in Jurassic World, which is the extent. This is Main Street right here is what it would enter into, but I didn't build Main Street, mostly because I nearly hit the part limit as is, which I really nearly hit it in the next park. You'll see why. Not park, exhibit. But yeah, so I flipped upside down a Jurassic World gate. It looks kind of clippy, but I like it because it's more accurate to what happens in the movie. So then down here is the maintenance tunnel that Claire runs down and heals. So I made sure to put a whole lot of junk back here, even if it was clean in the movie. There's not as much wall stuff in the game as there is in the movie, so I kept it utilitarian. So as we get to the actual wall of the exhibit itself, we have gates stacked on top of each other to make one large tall gate. It can actually open on account of the fact that or I can't go through this. There's a whole heckin' wall in the middle, so not much I can do about that. What I'll get to later is that these are all actually combinations of multiple upside down Jurassic Park style lagoon viewing galleries. And lagoon viewing galleries, they have a little void underneath them. So I covered that up with half wall modded, and at the gate I covered it up with just putting shipping containers into the ground. So that was a good thing to mention now, because I don't think I will get back around to that until quite a while later. Here's the T-Rex cage. I imagine that they would probably have one for whenever she needs to be moved. Back here is where the tunnel even goes. It's a large open area, and I think that this ended up looking like a really good combination of clean and messy. I don't know. It's aesthetically pleasing. It's well balanced. So we have boxes littered about. We have the response center in an asymmetric corner design, because this is modern buildings. We have plenty of construction cranes about, but out of use. Not much around them. We have the power here being supplied to the whole of the complex. We have two trailers for T-Rex handlers or announcers and stuff. Some more containers, as well as a building where staff working on the thing would, staff at. I don't know. It's a staff center. So then, rising up to here, I can show off the rest of the thing. So, as you can see, it has rather high, rather thick walls. Um, and on top are actual, like, seats using the lagoons. And then I covered up the whole here using rotated viewing galleries. I'll go through later a little bit of how and some tips for making large modular constructions like this. Um, so inside, the walls are decorated with like fences and pylons, as well as gates and stuff. Um, to give it just a bit of depth. Um, and as mentioned, there is those seats there. Um, and then I also put a whole lot of buildings in it because there's a whole lot of seats in here, just for making it look like it does in the movie. And it didn't say that there wasn't a meat store at the top of T-Rex Kingdom. So there's definitely one, obviously, certainly. So going around, I'll just kind of go around the top, starting from the like gate, going this way. So this is like a nice little like restaurant branch where you could eat looking out. So the whole like there would be like stuff in the walls, mostly like restaurants and stuff like that. But in addition to that, there's also stuff on top, mainly because you can't see this stuff in the walls. There's also a bathroom here. Realistically, the bathrooms would be in there. It's more of just like a different entrance up to here. So around here, this is doesn't really have a very good view on account of being right behind the log, which we'll get to later. The log, it's very exciting, but I feel like if I didn't have it on top of building this very big enclosure, I probably could have put a bit more detail into it. But yeah, this is like the staff area. It has like a viewing tower and a bathroom looking over it. I like this bathroom because it has the vending machine, so that's why I used it. I mean the DFW logo kind of doesn't help. But we also have a DFW shelter. Oh shoot, as well as a Jurassic Park viewing tower because it has the same concrete texture, I think, or a very similar one. So it merges together in this really cool looking way. So then going this way and heading back into like guest areas, we have this here, a shelter, but I think of it more as just like a nice like sectioned off like parasol, like I don't know, whatever. Here is our main seats that look down on a little exhibit down here, which I will show off right now because the T-Rex is there. Hello, Roberta. This is like a little Jurassic Park themed area for where she drinks. And I think it looks rather charming, don't you? It has like the gate and a nicely made like little pond where she can eat her goats apparently and not drink water. I don't think she's eating anything. But yeah, so it's rather nice and it's rather foliagey. I made sure to like combine the spruce look with the tropical look, and I think it turned out pretty good. Oh, and there she goes drinking. Adorable. Very cute. And then there's also a viewing gallery sticking out of the wall here. Back up top, yeah, so I used Jurassic Park torches to kind of, like, show that that's what this area is. This is, like, the biggest, like, pure seating thing because this is the best view of the main section that is available to the guests. Over here, there is, another Jurassic Park shelter. Or, no, I already got to that. Yeah, that's it? Question mark? Yes. That is it. Those are all the buildings on top. So then I might as well show you what's inside. So heading down here from the gate, we have, like, a pathway heading towards, like, there's a couple different, like, nodes, each connected by, like, wooded pathways. I think the foliage, I had to do it, like, all custom, mostly. And I think it ended up looking rather nice. So it heads into the middle here, where she is sitting in the elephant grass. And here is the log, made out of rocks, with just, like, a few trees sticking out. As I said, if I didn't have, like, the part count and exhaustion from making the entire rest of the park, building enclosure, I probably would have spent more time to, like, texture the log and, like, add logs to it to make it, like, look like a log. But I think it looks fine as is, and really it's not, like, the focus of the park anyways, and from, like, above you can't see it. I I used a DFW viewing gallery, tilted it down a bit to get like the illusion of it, like how it looks in the movie. There's also this little cage sticking out of the top. There was a little like metal thing sticking out of it in the movie for some reason. It was just to emulate that. But yeah, there's the goat feeder in like a nice open patch of grass where all the food would be eaten. And I think that looks rather quite nice and kind of like it did in the movie. So I like how that turned out. A little bit over to the left, if you're a Camp Cretaceous fan, you'll know that T-Rex build nest. So over here, I built like a small ditch using a couple logs, and it seems that it's a goat nest now. But yeah, I used like a few logs strewn about and stacked on top of each other to make a little nest, and I thought that was adorable. Like, I think she like wouldn't have this all year, but like during whatever she would interpret as T-Rex mating season on account of being stuck here all her life, she would set that up for a bit by like tearing down her trees. And then there's a pathway over here into the aforementioned like Jurassic Park themed little like nostalgia thing, you know, Lowry knew of it, stuff like that. It would have like a little history thing in there, you know. So yeah, that's about it in terms of like showing it off. I will also show you how one goes about making it. So the first step for making large designs like that is that angle snap is your friend. What you want to do is since basically how the game works is with your rotations, if I were to get out just a random building real quick, if I were to rotate this, undo, if I were to rotate this like, this first and then rotate it like that, it would be like this, which is like what we want. It's what we want. Whereas if I were to rotate it like, I'm just gonna restart. If I were to rotate it like this first and then rotate it like, if I were to rotate it horizontally and then vertically like that, it's not what we want. It ends up getting like this weird like diagonal thing when we want it to be like that. So basically what you want to do to make a large like octagonal-ish shape is just start with like the normal angle snap direction. So I'll actually get out the actual building. So like I would start by getting out each modular, so set up like a design for like modular pieces, and then place like however many you need down facing the right direction. Then do any like rotations you need to do beforehand. So like in my case, darn it, move tool is still rather annoying to work with. Come on. There we go. So like for me that would mean like flip over 4 lagoon viewing galleries, and do like a 180 on one. And don't worry, this will speed up in a moment. So then, basically, I'm just kind of showing off the process here. So lagoon viewing galleries have this really cool thing where they have a really big hecking concrete wall. And the even cooler part is you can merge them together, and it's kind of janky because I wasn't very precise with it, and I'm in a rush, and I'm not doing the best commentating anyways. But you can do something like that, and it looks rather quite nice. And then I just sink one into the ground. If you're kind of watching what I'm doing, I put one viewing gallery as the seating. I put one to like cover up the glass. I put one to cover up the back, and then I put one sunk into the ground to cover up the glass on that one. So then if I were building like an actual one, I would also, to cover up the like entryway, I would place this here. I would then use the tool to raise it and then rotate it like that, kinda, something. I would also, yeah, so that's the basic design, all the detailing. I'm sure you can figure out yourself if you can figure out how to make this. So then, yeah, last thing to show is if you want to use angle snap on a tool like this, you use the demolish move tool actually, and then you can, if it works, sometimes turning does not work, and it is not right now. Oh shoot, well, I normal deleted it. But yeah, move it using this, and use angle snap, and that's the best way. It will move it all to the ground, but it makes the angle the same on everything, which is far better than using like the mod moving tool, which has 0 angle snap options and will get you a very messy final build. Which, by the way, this is what it looks like outside of capture mode. Um, you know, it's warning signs all over. So yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for watching the video, and, hopefully this one does well, because it took forever. And make sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell and something else that they would say. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and goodbye!